Good morning students, a very warm good morning to all of you. Today we are here with the topic related to some mathematics, that is basic geometrical ideas. Okay, before starting the lesson, some recall is given there, just see what is it. First question is, in the figure name 4 line segment with B as an end point. Where B is an end point means which are the line segment? AB, DB, yes, EB or CB you can say. So these are the 4 line segments with endpoint B. Okay, next. Identify the following. Which are these? Which is this? This is the, yes, line. This is point and this is the line segment. You can say line seg also. Now, moving to the chapter, what is the introduction is given. Okay, now see. Geometry is a branch of mathematics that focuses on the study of shapes, sizes, relative configuration and spatial properties. The word geometry is derived from the Greek word geometron, where geo means earth and metron means measurement. There exists evidence to believe that geometry dates all the way back to 300 BC in ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt. It was formally organized by the Greek mathematician Euclid around 300 BC, when he arranged 465 geometrical propositions into 13 books titled Elements. Okay, so there are how many elements are there? 13 elements. While we may not immediately think geometry when we perform everyday tasks, but geometry is all around us. For instance, you will find angles in various objects around us. Traffic signs have definite shapes. Roads and railway tracks are prepared using principles of geometry. Okay. Now see, first is the point. Yes, students, you have an idea about the point. Yes, you all are having the idea about the point. So what is the point? Point is the basic building block of geometry. Every shape is made by combining the points. A small dot marked by a pencil is a point. A point has no length, no width, it has no thickness. Point is denoted by dot. So you can say it as a point or a dot. And it is named by the capital letter of the English alphabet. For examples are given there. Just see, for reading the point, you just have to name it with the capital letters. Now, what about the ray? Think of a torch. The light rays come out of it and move away. Let us take an example of the sun. The rays start from the sun and go in a direction and reach us. In geometry also, a ray starts from a point and may go to the infinity. It has a starting point but has no end point. We say a ray has one end point and goes without end in one direction. Yes, students, you have an idea about the ray. Ray means it is having only one point, means ray is increases or exceed only in a one way. In the given figure, the ray starts from A and the arrow denotes that it can go to infinity. Its length cannot be measured and unlimited numbers of rays can be drawn in different directions from a given point. Okay. Now, the point A is called the starting point or the end point. A ray is named with the help of endpoint and any other point on the path of the ray. The ray shown here is denoted by AB, and on the head of the AB there is a one-sided ray. Note that AB ray and BA ray are two different rays. In BA rays, B is the end point and it is extended indefinitely from B to A. Okay, means the side where it is arrow given, that side only the rays increases. Okay, now what about the line? Look at the figure and arrows on both sides. It indicates that it can go further on the both sides without end. This is called a line. Line means Line means it is having the arrow on the both the sides, means it will be extended on both the sides. A line goes without end in both direction, which means a line has no end point. Yes, if both the sides the arrows are given, it means on the both the side it will be extended, it has no end point. One and only one line can be drawn passing through two given points A and B. This line is called the line AB or BA because it is extended in both the sides. Sometimes a line is denoted by small letters like L, M, etc. Okay. Now, unlimited number of lines can be drawn passing through a given point. If a point is given and you ask how many lines are passes through the one point, so your answer will be unlimited. Okay, because unlimited number of lines can be passed through a single point. Next, line segment. Look at the figure. There is no arrow or any end. It starts from one point and ends at another point. This is called line segment. A section of line is a line segment. Line segment means it at the both the end is having the end point, means it will not extend on any side. Okay, a line has two end point. A line segment is a straight path that connects two points. It is also the shortest path between the two points. A line segment has definite length and it can be measured. Let us mark two small dots by a pencil as point A and B. Let us join them by drawing a straight line. This forms a line segment. A line segment is named by its two endpoints and written as AB or BA. Okay. Line segment can also be a part of line as shown in the figure. Yes, line segment is a part of line because if the fixed points are there, then it is a line segment. Otherwise, it is a line because on the both the side arrow is given there. Okay. Now, a line segment may also be a part of ray. Yes, because in the ray only one end point is here, but on the other side it will be exit. So if you have taken any other point on that side, so it will be AB line segment. Yes, it is possible. So it is a part of a ray starting from A. Okay. Now, what about the plane? Every solid object has a surface that may be curved or flat. Yes. For example, the surface of a ball is curved and the surface of the tabletop is flat. Okay. In geometry, a plane refers to any flat and smooth surface. It has only length and width but no height or thickness. So plane is having plane is only having the length and width, but it does not having the height and thickness. Just see the blackboard, the tabletop, a page of your notebook, the ceiling of a room, the base of the cylinder, and are all planes. On the other hand, a plane is defined as a flat surface on which two ends can be joined by a line. So what is the plane? A plane is defined as a flat surface, means plane is a flat surface, yes, on which two points can be joined by line. A plane is never ending and can extend it indefinitely in all directions. So when two planes meet, they form a line. Okay. Just see, for example, adjacent pages in a book. As shown in the figure, we meet from a line. Similarly, two walls in our room meet for a line. So students, have you understood what is the plane? Plane is the flat surface, okay, on which two points can be joined by a line. Now see, intersecting point. Let us look at the two lines M and N passing through the point O. Such lines are called intersecting lines. Means when the two lines are passing through a point, means it is called the intersecting point. An infinite number of lines can pass through a given point. That I already told you that from a single point you can draw or it can be passed infinite number of lines. The following three figures show two lines P and Q intersecting at each other in different ways. Just see here. Here these are meet at that point. Here it is in the point, and here it is in that point. So these lines do not cut each other at more than one point. Consider a line passing through 2 points A and B, where A and B are different position. Just see, A and B are of different position. So what do you mean? Two straight lines cut each other at only one point. If there are the straight lines, okay, then they are meeting at only one point in the line. Just see the next one, collinear points. Then what is the meaning of collinear? Collinear means the points which are in the same line. They are on the same line. Let us look at a line passing through two distinct points A and B. If we consider another point X on the same path, we see that the 3 points A, B, X lie in the same line. Yes, you can see this A, B and X are lying in the same line. 3 or more points in a plane are said to be collinear if they are on the same line. Means the numbers which are on the same line are the collinear line. In other words, points lying on the same line are called collinear points. Yes, the points which are lying in the same line are called the collinear points. Then congruent lines. Consider the figure given below. What is a congruent line? Line L, M, N, O are passing through the same point A. Such lines are called the congruent lines. Similarly, P, Q, R, S are congruent lines at point B. Thus, 3 or more lines pass through the same point in a plane are known as congruent line. What is the meaning of congruent line? The line are called congruent when they are congruent line at point B. Thus, 3 or more lines passing through the same plane in a plane are known as congruent line. Okay, the point of intersection of the congruent line is called the point of congruency. Here the point A and B are the point of congruency. Okay, now what about the parallel lines? Okay students, have you noticed the railway track? Yes, how do the two bars of the track meet? Do the two bars of the track meet? Look at the following railway track. You know that they can't never meet. Yes, let us take another example. Have you ever noticed whether the two edges of your ruler meet each other? No, they also never meet. The following images ruler will help you understood this one. Just here you see this edge and this edge is never meeting anywhere because it is the straight line and it is also the straight line. Okay, if this line is extended, this line is also extended, means these two lines never meet each other at any cost. Okay, such line that never meet however far they are extended are called the parallel lines. Okay, so some examples are given there. Using the given figure, name the following. 4 points. 4 points you have to write. Any 4 points are there? P, Q, R, S. Yes, any 4 points. Then 5 lines. Which are the 5 lines are? X, T, W, S. Lines. Okay, lines means you just have to see that both the side arrow is given there. Okay, then QT, PT, yes, PT also, PS also, then XB also. Yes, any 2 you have to any 5 you have to write. Then 4 rays. Rays means where only one sided arrow is there. The rays, where are the rays? W, yes. Okay, 5 lines. Which are the 5 lines? That is A, M, L, C and B. These are the 5 lines. Okay, now what about the 4 rays? Which are the 4 rays? Means which are having the side point and one sided arrow. So which are these? XT, WS, WP and XQ. Q. So these are the 4 rays. Then what about the 5 line segments? QT, ST, PS and PQ are the 5 line segment. Then second question, using the given figure, name the following. Line containing point E. Which line is containing point E? That is FE, or you can say AE. A is the line where the point E is obtaining. Then B, line passing through A. Which line is passing through A? Only one is there, that is AE. Yes. Then in this way you have to solve the remaining one. In the given figure, find the following. All pairs of parallel lines. You know which are the parallel lines? The lines which are never meet each other. These are called the parallel lines. So you can see from this, you will get the parallel lines. Then lines whose point of intersection is W. Where are the 2 points? The lines are W meet at W. X means A and B. Okay students, are you understood how to find out? Okay, now see exercise 9.1. okay, now what is the question asked? Using the figure, first name the following 2 points. In the first 2 points are P and Q. Okay, one line. Which is the one line? That is, yes, XY is the one line, and one line segment is, again you can say PQ was the line segment. 4 rays. Which are the 4 rays? PX, PS, QR and QY, because in the ray only one sided arrow is there. Now using the second figure, name the following. A line passing through P. From P, which line is passing? It is the CP. Okay, now line on which X lies. Where is the X lies? Yes, you can see here. Where is the line? Where line on which X is lies? Which line? It is RS. Okay. Then PQ, ST intersecting at point O. PQ and ST. Where is the PQ and ST are meeting at point X? PQ, ST meeting at point, intersecting at point X. Then point C and D lying on PQ but are not lying on PQ. So point C and D lying on PQ but are not lying on PQ. C and D are lying on PQ but R is not lying on PQ. Okay. Then see the fourth question. Identify the pairs of parallel lines in the following figures. You just have to identify the parallel lines, that is AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. Okay. Then LM, PQ, then LQ, MN also, then ST, RQ also and SR, TQ also. Then EF and IH is equal to parallel, then LM is equal to NO or ON is the parallel lines. Then state whether the following statements are true or false. Parallel lines always maintain the same distance between them. Yes, true, because parallel lines are never meeting with each other. Collinear points can lie on a parallel lines. Yes. Two lines that do not intersect are called the concurrent lines. So it is the false. How many line segments are there in each of the following figure? Name all of them. How many line segments are AB and BC? Only 2 are there. Here you have to write AB, BC, CD and DE and again EA. Now here AB, BC, CD, ABC, CD are the line segment, then AD also is the line segment. Okay. Now see the 7th one. Mark the following point on a sheet of a paper. How many line segment can be drawn in each case? 2 points AB. Just see if there are the 2 points A and B. So how many line segment can form? It can form only from the 2 points. Only one line segment is form. Okay. 3 non-collinear points A, B, C. If there are 3 non-collinear points, okay, from these how many line segment can form? Only 3. Just see here, if you are drawing 2 points A and B, if point A and point B, okay, so how many? Yes, 2 points A, B. How many line segment can be drawn? You can draw only one because it is from here and it is from here. Okay, three non-collinear points. If the three non-collinear points are there, how many line segments are drawn? 1, 2. Only 2 and 3. So these. So you can draw the 3 non-collinear. Okay, 3. So here you have to write 3. Then 4 points such that no 3 of them belong to the same lines. Okay, you have to do by your own. 5 points so that no them of them and so that no there of them are collinear. Okay, you can do this also. In the figure, name a ray which with initial point as A. Initial point A. Then with you just have to write the name of ray. If the point is A, then which ray it is? B ray. Okay. Is AB different from AC? AB and AC. Okay, just see in figure, name a ray each with initial point as A, B and C respectively. Okay, where you just have to find the first one. If AB differ from AC, AB is differ from AC, yes or no? Yes, because AB and here is the AC, means here is the ABC and B is the midpoint. So this is differ. Then you have to do the remaining one. From the figure, write line intersecting to A. Which line is intersecting to A? That is BA. Okay. Line R. You can say line R is intersecting the point at A. Line intersecting at B. Which line it is again? R and M. Yes. Here in the point A, that is L and R. L, R and Q also. Yes. Here the 3 points are intersecting, that is intersecting line intersecting at point A. Line is this one. So L, M and Q. These are the 3 lines which intersecting at point A. At C again, C again only 2, that is P and this is Q are intersecting. Okay. Now in this way you have to do. Then from the figure write. Okay, they are already done. Then example number 10. Make any 2 points P and Q in your notebook and draw lines passing through the points. How many lines can you draw through them? Now, how many of them these will pass through both the points? Now, the next thing is curves. You have taken a piece of paper and just doodle. The pictures that are result of your doodling are called curves. You can draw some of these drawing without lifting the pencil from the paper and without the use of ruler. All these are curved. Just see, these are the curved one. Which is not straight, these are the curve. A curve that does not cross itself is called a simple curve. In the figure are the except C and F, all are the others are simple curve. So what are the simple curve? Just C and F. You can say simple curve means without lifting a pencil, if you are drawing this, it will be drawn. Okay, means a curve that does not cross itself is called a simple curve. Then what about the second one? Consider the curve D and E. These both, D and E. The beginning point and ending point is not the same in both the cases. They are called the open curves. Okay, where both the beginning and ending points are not there, they are called the open curves. The curves which the starting and the ending points are same are called the closed curve. You can see here, if you have started from here and again ending at here, means starting and the ending points are both same. Here again and here again. Okay, then these are called the closed curve. And the closed figure that do not cross themselves are called the simple closed curve. Okay. Now, position of closed figure. Consider a school compound surrounded by a wall. There are 3 positions related to the compound: inside the compound, on the boundary wall and outside the compound. Similarly, in a closed curve there are 3 parts. So in the closed curve there are the 3 parts, that is interior of curve. Interior means the inside, boundary means on that, and exterior means on the outside of curve. Okay. In the figure, A is the interior of the curve, B is on the curve and C is in the exterior of the curve. The interior of the curve together with its boundary is called the region. Okay. Now see what is the polygons. Consider the above figures. Which is the odd one among them? It is a oval. Why it is oval different from the others? Or what is the common in all of the figure except the oval, or the others are made up of straight lines? These figures are called the polygons. Means what is the meaning of polygons? A polygon is a simple closed figure made entirely by the line segment. Means a closed figure which is made up of entirely line segment. These are called the polygon. That is triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, etc. are all examples of polygons. Okay. Now sides, vertices and diagonal of the polygons. The line segment forming the polygons are called its side. Okay. In the adjoining polygon ABCDE, AB, BC, CD, DE and EA are the sides. Okay, you can see the meeting point of a pair of sides is called the vertex. So what is the vertex? Here, where any two sides with one common vertex are called the adjacent sides. For example, AB, BC are the adjacent side as they be as the common vertex. So you can see as B is the common vertex, the adjacent sides are BC and BA. Okay. Now the end point of any side are called the adjacent vertices. For example, A and B are adjacent vertices as they are the end point of side AB. Okay. Now A and B. So you can see A and B are the adjacent vertices at the end point of side A and B. Okay. The line segment joining any two non-adjacent vertices of a polygon is called the diagonal. Okay. Now what about the diagonal? The line segment joining any two non-adjacent vertices. So what about the diagonal? Means any two non-adjacent vertices. So these are called the diagonals. Which are the diagonals? AE, DA, AC and CE and BE are the diagonals of the polygons ABCDE. Okay. Now some examples are given there. Classify the following figures as per open or closed. So which is the open? It is closed. Again it is open because it's both the ends are not meeting. This is the closed and this is also the closed one. Okay. Now name the sides, vertices, angles, diagonals and adjacent sides of the polygon ABCD. So see, what are the sides? You can see A, B, B, C, C, D and DA. Yes, these are the sides. Then vertices A, B, C and D. Then what about the angles? That is ABC, BCD, CDA and DAB. Okay. These are the four angles. Diagonals means which are joining the two non-adjacent vertices, that is AC and BD. And then adjacent sides of the polygon ABCD are AB, BC, then CB, CD, then DA, DC and then AD and AB. Okay. Now from the polygon ABCDEF, name the following. Again it is the interior point. Points means which are the inside are called the interior. Points which are on the outside are called the exterior. And points which are lying on the figure, these are called as the points on the polygon. Okay. Now see exercise 9.2.